All right, Solomon, I am going to go through your list. I went through maybe the first 10 already. So far, pretty good. There's a couple in there that maybe I wouldn't run ARVs on, but I'm going to go through those here in just a second. So I'm going to pause this, and when I run across something I want to chat about, I'll start it back up. All right, just first couple here. Hoyt Street was clearly one that needs work. I don't even think they have inside pictures on this one, so that one makes a lot of sense. So that would one we'd definitely want to put an offer on. This next one, this Owen Street, I would agree with you on that. Green countertops, very old cabinets, very old flooring. So far, so good. Rockmount, I looked at this one. I would say this would be a pass for me. I wouldn't make an offer on this one. You have it on your list as one that you would. Um, right here, I got it highlighted. And let me just kind of go through this real fast. Why I would no, it's not a fresh remodel, but it's a pretty good remodel. I mean, it's fairly clean property. It's been updated recently. These are newer cabinets, stainless steel appliances, granite countertop over here, can lights. Um, the flooring is ugly. I agree with you on that. But it has new windows. Um, it has newer doors. This is a pretty neat design here. So overall, this property, no, it's not a fresh remodel, but new French doors. It's a pretty updated house. So that would probably one we wouldn't have much luck in throwing an offer on. So Rockmount, I'll send you back the sheet. The one I'll highlight the ones I didn't really agree with you on, so you can see my line of thinking. But I wouldn't waste my time making an offer on this. We're just gonna piss off the agent by sending a lowball offer to them. Your next one, University, good call. Old cabinets, white appliances, very very no can lights. This one is obviously a remodel. It's very 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 dated, old paneling. So good call on that one. Keep going. All right, so this is Indica, or Inca. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but It so this is a really weird house. This is actually a fresh remodel. It's just except they don't have baseboards here, right here. So maybe they're in the process of remodeling. I don't know on this one, but here's why I probably wouldn't make an offer on this. Um, Let me take a closer look at it. This one's very borderline. But these are new cabinets. That's new granite, new can lights, new windows. Um, they seem to have these are newer doors. They left the old intercom system in there, which is kind of weird. Um, Weird place to put a washer and dryer. This is a newer bathroom. Um, Looks like they have a downstairs bathroom. It's just kind of a strange. Looks like they remodeled. Looks like they're trying to get top dollar. I would just say let's pass on this. But I don't blame you for that one because that one is kind of strange. But you're gonna run across stuff like that. It's up to you if you want to make an offer on it. But this one I probably wouldn't. This one is Hathaway Lane. Totally agree with you. Good call. Happy Canyon Road, just took a quick look at it. I probably wouldn't make an offer on this one either. You got new windows, you got stainless steel appliances, you got can lighting, new cabinets. Um, it's not a fresh remodel. I think this paneling here is actually the newer type of paneling, so that is kind of an updated deal. Looks like they redid the floors, newer doors, newer handles, newer lighting. Um, but then they have over here, they've got a mismatched uh, hardware right here, but newer windows here. So I wouldn't waste my time on This one's been a fairly fresh remodel. And that one is Happy Canyon. I'll mark it out. This one, Magnolia Way, great call. It is older everywhere. Old kitchen, old flooring, old cabinets, very dated, kind of a weird light. Old windows, these are old aluminum windows. They do have some can lighting, which is nice. But you can also see this carpet's very old. It's an older carpet paneling. That's a good call. These are the type that we definitely want to make an offers on. All right, so Eaton Way. This is one of these borderline houses. If you want to make an offer on this house, go ahead. Or if you have too many for the day, this is the one to pass on. It's it's fairly clean, but it hasn't. You're right, it hasn't been updated in a while. So these cabinets are older, white appliances. They do have can lighting, but it's a pretty clean property. So you can really go either way on a house like this. I mean, this is probably going to sell at whatever list price they're at um, to a retail buyer. But this is very dated. So either way on this one, that's up to you. All right, so Grove Street is this one right here. Uh, it's weird colors, but I would pass on this one. This one is a fresh remodel. This is at Highlands kind of unique design. It's pretty cool. I love it. It is a little different, but this is a fresh remodel or been remodeled recently. Um, the brick, they leave that there on purpose because people like it. Um, but yeah, I would definitely pass on this. This is a retail house. We won't be able to touch this one. 70th Avenue is your next one. And by the way, I just wanted to say I've been looking at these other ones that you've been passing on, and you're spot on. I haven't caught anything that I would made an offer on that you didn't already eliminate, so that's really good. So I think you're definitely getting an eye on this. This is another one, the 70th Avenue, that it is dated. It has old wallpaper, older cabinets, older flooring. It's pretty clean. If you're starving for a property, feel free to make an offer on it, or if you just want to put out 20 offers or whatever for the day, yeah, definitely you can make an offer on this. But if you are, have quite a few really banged up properties, this is one you could pass on. So this is another one that you can go either way on. Collier Court is the next one. Definitely very dated. That's a good call on that one. Hoover Avenue is this one. Definitely dated. Good call on this one as well. This is Garden Court. This is one that I'd pass on. No, it's not a fresh remodel, but it's pretty clean. It's been remodeled recently. This newer stainless steel appliances, pretty clean cabinets, granite countertops. I looked at the windows. They're vinyl windows, so you can see the white right here. Those are vinyl versus if it's silver, those are aluminum. Those are old. Um, so newer windows, floor is pretty nice. I would pass on this one. This is Washington Circle. Yes, they are older cabinets, but overall, and they are old. This is one that's kind of borderline. It's pretty clean. You can see it has good colors on the wall. Older, you can definitely tell it has older doors, but you have stainless steel. This isn't granite. This is that cheap um, countertops you get at Home Depot. But this one I would say I'd probably pass on it. Um, it's pretty clean. I think it'll probably go retail. It's one of those kind of borderline as well. This is Lookout View. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on this. It's pretty dated, old windows, old baseboards, old doors. That's a pretty good one to make an offer on. Beach Court is one that I'm pretty torn on. The kitchen's pretty nice. It has this cool ceiling here in the kitchen. They definitely take a lot of photos of that. But it does have older doors. So this is a flat panel old door, older windows. You can see the trim here is in bad shape. Um, this one I can go either way on. If you want to make an offer on it, go right ahead. If I mean this has been updated maybe 10 years ago, so you can go either way on this one. All right, Vassar Avenue. This is one that I see what you're looking at. You got to get through these annoying drone shots. But once you get inside the house, it's actually, I'd probably pass on this one. And it's got newer doors. This is actually really cool what they did here. Um, I can't tell if that's popcorn ceilings. If it is, that's definitely a drawback. But it looks like they recently painted it. They got it staged really nicely, or this might be that Photoshop stage actually. Now I look at it. But I can see what you looked at, because when you get into the kitchen's terrible. Um, I mean, these are 5, 8-year-old cabinets, white appliances, but a new door, but it has can lighting. So, if you were to make an offer on this, I would definitely adjust it. And we could talk about this later when you run across houses like this, because I wouldn't change a darn thing in the living room area, but maybe just update the kitchen. So then we'd probably offer a little bit more, just so we can just, all we have to do is the kitchen. I didn't even get to the bathroom. Uh, probably update the bathroom too, uh, and just kind of update this house in general. But this is actually really cool what they did here. I wouldn't change that at all. So this is one. It looks like they did some work on it. Looks like they haven't put in the baseboards yet. So maybe it's in the middle of a remodel. This was just very, very questionable. But I wanted to point it out because it's one that I probably wouldn't make an offer on, or if I did, or if I did, I'd adjust it upwards just because so much has already been done on it. This is Hoyt Street. Yeah, for the most part, I'd make an offer on this one. You can tell some old people live here just by the furniture and whatnot. And it probably hasn't been updated in a while. Just kind of looking at it, it hasn't been updated. Although the kitchen is kind of nice, but no can lights. It does have stainless steel, but then a black, top. It's just mismatched up. Um, so definitely make an offer on this one. This is Saratoga Avenue. This is one I definitely would not make an offer on. This is really clean, fresh remodel. You got those really cool farmer sinks in here, stainless steel, granite countertops, new cabinets, can lights. I could just go on and on at this house. This is one maybe just mischecked, uh, because I mean it's a really nice, clean remodel. If not a brand new, fresh remodel. Uh, I mean these are these newer stand-up cabinets. They did a nice job in the shower. So I'll mark that one as one that you definitely don't want to make an offer on. It's not something they're not going to entertain an investor offer like ours. This is 71st place, no brainer, slam dunk. Definitely make an offer on this. It is dated everywhere I look and is in pretty rough shape. This is Atlantic Place. It's this is like a 10-year-old remodel. So you could go either way on this one. I would probably not make an offer on this, just because it was probably updated, by a fix and flipper 10 years ago. You can just tell by the cabinets and let's get back in the house. They did the basement. They put in 6-panel doors, the satin nickel doorknobs. So anyways, I would probably not make an offer on it. I can see what you're looking at. It is kind of beat up in there. But and this is pretty new. I'd say no. This is Brentwood. Yeah, this is pretty easy to tell that this is a very dated property. I mean, you got the crease in the carpet. This is actually, I'd leave this. This is cool woodwork for the ceiling, but that's old. I just redo it. But yeah, I would make an offer on this. This is, old carpet. Definitely one that you want to go after. All right, so this is Brentwood Court. This is one we don't want to make an offer on. This is pretty clean, fresh remodel. You got the can lights here. You got white new cabinets. We got the farmer sink. You got really nice newer faucets. They got a nice backsplash. This one's been redone pretty recently, um, and pretty well done. So I would say we, don't want to be making an offer on this one. That'd be a waste of our time. All right, so Carr Court, pretty obvious remodel. This is older white appliances, old tile floor, old carpet, old paneling. That's definitely one we want to be making an offer on. This is 8284 Salisbury Court. Definitely one we don't want to be making an offer on. This is a brand new, fresh remodel. This is not what we're after. can lights, new white cabinets, farmer sink, faucet, stainless steel appliances. It's a brand new fresh remodel that and they opened up the kitchen. So everything we're not after on this one. So definitely don't be making offers on properties like this. So I just want to let you know I'm just graying out the ones or coloring out the ones that you really shouldn't be making offers on. I'm not going over every one of them. But I wanted to point out this Lafayette Street. It only has 1 out of 1 pictures. And just looking at the outside, you can clearly see that this house is in distress. That's what we're after. Even though we can't see the inside of the house, when it only has 1 picture and you have a picture like an ugly outside, I definitely make offers on these. This is 631 Cali. This is a brand new fresh remodel. Definitely not something we want to be making offers on. Can lights, new cabinets, stainless steel appliances, brand new, so on. 5307 Cody Street, definitely one we want to be making offers on. You can see how banged up it is. We've got the aluminum doors and probably windows. Kitchen is ugly. Flooring is old. Everything's really old and dated. Those cabinets are those old, nasty brown cabinets that nobody likes anymore. Aluminum doors that need to be replaced. This ugly mirror stuff. I mean, that's a good call. All right, I just want to show you what I'm doing here. This is your spreadsheet. I'm going through it just like I have in the video, and I'm marking the yellows as properties that I would not make offers on, and I'm marking the greens that I definitely would make offers on, and I'm going to today actually, and I can circle you in on those offers so you can see those. And then the ones I'm leaving white, I would not, or like University Boulevard, I wouldn't make an offer on just because it's on a busy street, but we'll get to that later. Or Louisville, I would not make an offer on just because it's in a town that I don't make offers in. These are things that we'll get to later. Don't worry about that. I left them on there as ones that I'm not making offers on, but yeah, the look is definitely something we want to make an offer on. It's just not an area that we want to. There's another one down here that was pretty good. I think it's University Street, which is a busy street. We don't make offers on that, but we'll get to that. For right now, I just want to make sure you get dialed in to figure out the look of it. So I'm going to shut this video off. I'm going to save this. I'm going to send this to you. I didn't go through the whole thing yet. I will, because I'm going to go through this and green out the ones that I would definitely be making offers on, and then I'll send you that whole sheet. And then you can kind of get a sense of which ones you really stand out that you definitely want to make offers on. The ones that I didn't do, the ones that I wouldn't make offers on other reasons, I'll make a different color for that so you understand. And then the ones that I leave white are just ones that are just, you could go one way or the other. So this will really help dial you into what the type of properties we're making offers on. Here's one I found that you didn't have on your list that I would automatically check that as one that we want to take a closer look at, just simply because it doesn't have a photo, and we want to jump into the listing ID and take a look at what they're actually saying about the property. But you don't want to do that right now because it kind of screws up, it kind of loses your place in the search that you're doing. So I just check it and move on. Here's another one that I just wanted to point out real fast that should give you kind of a heads up that there's something going on at the house, that it's not very nice inside. So they show you a bunch of pictures of other crap, like this pond, and then they got one picture of the outside of the house, and then they show everything on the recreation center. So, I immediately suspect that the inside of that house is trashed. So I would definitely check that because that's one we want to take a look at. Here's another one I just want to point out. It's a very borderline house. It is kind of quite ugly, but I want to point out this AstroTurf that people put down. This isn't real grass. This is that fake grass crap. That's kind of expensive. And so these people will definitely put some money into their landscaping. And the inside of the house isn't bad. So the kitchen's terrible, but this is one you can put an offer on. I don't have a lot of luck with these when people have actually put some money into their house, such as this, but I just wanted to point out that AstroTurf stuff, something to keep an eye on. All right, so just to wrap this up, I went through your entire spreadsheet, and the greens are ones that I would definitely make an offer on. The yellows, I would definitely not make an offer on. I see that as a waste of time. And the whites are the ones that are just kind of borderline. Like, if you're really starving for properties and you really want to get out a bunch of properties for the day, yeah, you can make some offers on those, no big deal. If you've got plenty of properties to make offers on for the day, these are maybe ones that you can just kind of kick off to the side and not worry about. So, anyways, just a couple key points I wanted to point out. It really appeared to me, and this is very common, that as you worked through the list and gained more experience and got a better eye for what you're looking for, you got better and better and better as you got to the lower part of the list, which is what I would expect. So in the beginning, you're checking a lot of properties that I wouldn't normally check. Maybe you're just overanalyzing a little bit. But as you got down to the lower part of the list, as you worked your way down, you got much better at picking out properties that were trashed, that needed work, and you made fewer mistakes on these. So again, this is very typical. So I just want you to kind of go through this, see what I'm talking about here. And also, when you're doing these lists, it's very common, especially when you're starting at the high price point, that it's much harder to find properties that need work than when you get to the lower price points down here. Then you start to see more and more properties that need much more work. So anyways, I'm going to send you this list. I'm going to send you this video, go through them, and then I'm going to have you do another download today from the 0 to 400s and do the same thing. So just go through the list and pick out the properties that need work and discard the ones that don't. And I'll make offers on those tomorrow.